Hello everyone. I wanted to go over a couple things with you when you receive your RingCentral login or email to create your login for the phone system. All right, on my screen is the email that you will receive. Now, just to look at it real quick, remember in the email that I sent you, this first part here says your company number is, and remember this is the default that is given to each user when their account is created. It is not going to be your phone number. The reason why it's giving us this default and not your real number is because the phone carriers did not port the new phone numbers over yet to what your DID will be. So just keep that in mind. So you can see below, click on the link to go to the login main page, which will help you create your account. So let's do that. Okay, this is the first screen that should come up. Obviously up here it shows your My Account, which will not be your number, like I said, and eventually after next week you will see your real number up in anything that you do when you log into your account. So create a password. As soon as you click in there, it tells you, the characteristics or the criteria for the password. I'm going to create one for this one, which is an extra phone that I am doing this test on. I'm going to hit continue. Brings you to a PIN. Everyone's going to have to create a PIN so that when you, I guess we're going to call eventually, if you don't hear it or receive it in your email, what I mean by that is you're going to get anytime someone leaves you a voicemail, you're going to receive it in your email. But there's also a way to check it if you call in from a phone. And this is the reason why they want you to create a PIN here. And 6 to 10 digits. I'm just going to create one for myself. Non-repeating, as you can see. And that's what I did. So the PIN is created. And then security questions. Just choose one that you feel comfortable with. I'm just going to do something. So what that does, it created your account, and now you will be in your portal for your actual phone that you will have on your desktop. So you can control items in here as well as using your phone on your desk. Just to go over a couple things. Anytime it'll show your recent messages or recent calls. Click on messages. It has inbox, outbox, sent items, deleted items, recordings. So these are items that if you're working on your phone or you're on a call, there's ways to record your items, etc., etc. Call logs. Show you the last 7 days. It's basically a reporting tool to show you what you've have been doing on your phone. Contacts. You can import contacts if you have it, from your desktop Outlook, or you can just add some. Create personal. You can just go in here and add different items. Mine already pulled in based on the phone system. So this company tab is pulling from what's in the phone system now. If I go to settings, gives you your extension info. I named this, that's why it says holiday message for extension name. Obviously it's going to be your name. You'll type your name in here, your email address, and fill out the rest of the information here. If I click on direct numbers, these would be the direct numbers that I have associated with me if I had any set up. We can go over that later or when we meet for a little training session. The main thing that I wanted to go over here was your phone. There is a display on your new phone that will give you the option of having 8 other buttons to be able to see, if another person is on hold or D&D within the company. I think before we might have had more than that. We might have had like 15 buttons or something like that. But now you are only given 8. So you get to choose which 8 that you want. And if you're not comfortable with doing it, I have no problem doing it for you, just to let you know. So that's what this portal is for. So let's go to I'm going to look for it now. Okay, I apologize. Got sidetracked. So now I'm logged in again because it wasn't finding the phone information for the phone that I logged into. So this is the screen that would have popped up. Gives you an overview of recent messages that were received. Obviously, some of these were tests for recent calls. You can just go through them, delete them, do whatever you want to them. I'm going to go to messages again so I can give you a little bit more detail of what's involved here, because it has a lot to do also with faxing. Now here's your inbox. So basically it's showing you voicemails that were left on your phone. You could play them here, and remember at the same time you're also going to get an email with the voicemail. So just in case you deleted it from your email box or your Outlook, it'll still be in this location. Outbox. I have nothing in my outbox. It could have been if I was forwarding something maybe to another person, it would have been in here. Sent items. This includes your faxes, which I did not send out to anyone, but it would have been in here. When I looked at my other account, it showed a couple faxes that I had created, and I could resend them. I could download them and do whatever I want to them in this area. Let's see what's in deleted items. Same thing. Anything that you deleted from the top 3 choices would be in here. Call log. Any calls that you created, like I said, in report would be here. Contacts, we already went through that. The one main thing I wanted to go to was settings. That actually shows you information about your phone and creating your greetings, etc. So if I click on my first option here, it has my name, which is, I put a fake name in here for second phone extension 102. You can change that information in here. First name, last name. You could record your username. And if you see the little indentation here, it also gives you more information on the area that you are going to change. It gives you a little help screen. Contact phone, mobile phone, you can put all that information in here. Here's your email address. That's my fake one that I put in here for this account alone. Any user groups that you are involved in, this will tell you this is based on the admin creating it, so it would say it here. User hours, you could change your user hours, but I have it set within the phone system. You could change your password. Regional settings, usually you don't have to touch this, but it's already been established for everybody. Eastern time zone. Okay, so now the next tab down is phones and numbers. So it basically shows you the type of phone you're using and what your phone number is. Remember, that's not the right one. It's just temporary. Presence. This is the area you'll go to change the button mapping on your phone. So let me hit this arrow here. And it brings it up. So now, as you can see, the first 2 options are always going to be open lines for you with your name on it. So that cannot be changed. As you can see, if I highlight one of them over here, I can't do anything to it. So starting from 3, I can click here and I can change the user. I could choose any of the people. You can go through a list and just pick the ones that you want. As you can see, I just went through my first 4 and I left the 7 through 10 unavailable. I can change them whenever I want. And then when I'm finished, I'll hit save. Sorry it's taking so long. I'm far away from my Wi-Fi, which is why it's taking long to load. Okay, intercom. Obviously, this is when if someone calls you from one extension to another, and you don't want the phone to ring as if it's coming from an outside call. By default, it's off. I'm going to see what I can do about changing that, but some of you might want it that way. But here, this is where you would change that. So mine is on. Shows the kind of phone that I'm using. Click on users here. So you can choose the users that you want the intercom call to come through. Obviously, to select all, you would hit here. Page 2, do the same thing. Page 3, same thing. 4, 5. Hit save. Now I'm able to accept intercom calls from everybody. This is a very important feature right here, conference number. Every user will have a host code and participation code that they can use for themselves. The conference number will be the same for everyone. The 267-930-4000 is the AJM's conference number. The host code and participants code always change for whatever user is using the conference number. So this is where you would find that information. Second place you would find that information is here. I can hit this button. It'll take me to the same thing, dial number, host, participant code. You can invite people with an email, or you can just copy this and send the email to whoever you want as well. Conference commands kind of gives you a little breakdown of what these buttons will do when you're on the conference call. There's a lot of features. It's going to take a while to get through it, just like anything. Okay, so now I'm done in this area here. We'll go to screening, greeting, and hold music. The hold music obviously is being set up by the admin. We have recordings already set up for everybody, so that part of it's finished. If you go through each thing, their user greeting is off. You could turn it on, because when it's off, it's just going to be like a generic one. And you can just go through each of these areas. Set up hold music is already on, like I said. To create a message for yourself, click this message here. It says set message. There's a default one set. You can play it right here.
Please hold while I try to connect you.
That's it. You can create a custom one if you want it. If you create a custom one, you can record over the phone, type your phone number here, your phone will ring, and then you'll be able to go through the prompts and record it. I think that's pretty neat. So that's how you could do that. Or if you had a microphone on your computer, you could do it that way as well. That's the same with your voicemail greeting and any other greetings that you would want to put on here. Call handling and forwarding. Now, I mentioned it to some people. There is a app that is free that you're able to download to have on your cell phone that does all the same things that this does for this portal that I'm showing you. It's on Google Play Store or iTunes. And it's called RingCentral. There's a couple apps for it, but the main one is RingCentral. You download it, and when it gets installed, you would log in how you logged into this portal with your email address, which would be your username, and then your password. Then all the same features, like I said, would be same as this portal. Now in here, it tells you that if someone calls you directly, it could ring both your phone and your smartphone. I have that turned on for myself. If for any reason I have my phone on my desk set to DND, I could have another number forwarded. So I can put, if you're at home, you could put your phone number here, your mobile phone number, or your work number, which we already have. So I'll put my mobile number in here. Turn it on. So now it moved up to the first option after you're on D&D. It'll go in this area here, or it'll ring your cell phone. Now if you come down a little bit, how do you want the phone to ring? It'll do sequentially, which means it'll look first for the first 20 seconds. If your phone is not on D&D in the office, it'll ring there and then follow in order what you have here listed in your portal. So mine, I only have one other phone number. It's going to look for my cell phone. Now, I could have it go simultaneously, which means both phones will ring at the same time. That's your choice. I don't know how long you want your customers or clients to wait, because you can change the seconds here in increments of 5. Come down here to incoming call information. You have your incoming caller ID, which will have, that's already defaulting. Play announcement before connecting. Include mailbox name and announcement. All these things are pretty much set for everybody. Messages and notifications. Yes, we want messages on, obviously. Voicemail greeting. Click this area here. Here's the default that's on for everyone unless you change it.
Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for. No one is available to take your call. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Now, like I said, if you hit custom, it'll allow you to enter a phone number of where you're at. It'll call you and you can change it right on the spot. And then it'll upload here. Message recipient. I don't even know what this is. Let me see. I guess that's if we were going to set a message or someone to receive one of our messages. Let me just see. Okay, so I guess you could add more users to receive your voicemails if needed, if you were going on vacation or whatnot. But you could also forward them from your email if that was the case. But this is another area where you'd be able to set other recipients to receive your voicemails. So now I'll take this out. Let's see how we could take it out. That's good. It's not doing it. I think I can delete it from the outside. Yes, I can't. All right, made a boo-boo. Now I can't get out of it. Let's see. So I can just select the phone that it's on. I will find that out. I'm glad I did this while I was on the phone. I could just make it go to me for right now. Notifications. Notify by email. Include attachment with email, yes. Send notifications to. Everyone will have to come in here and change their email address so that it goes to them. I might already do this for you because I have access to it as well, so you won't have to worry about it. But just in case, this is where you would change that information. Your phone number will automatically be in here. Receive faxes through email. Missed calls, you could set up if you miss calls by email. I don't know why you would want to do that. Fax transmissions, received text messages. You can actually receive, this is interesting, you can receive text messages based on your DID number. So, for example, if this was, let me get out of here. This shows as my current number right now. Someone could, if I have my app on my cell phone, someone texted that number, I would get the text message. Okay, outbound. I'll find out about why I can't delete this, just in case someone does what I just did. Outbound caller ID. It's what people will see when we call. You can have options. Let's see what the options are. Well, yeah, I guess we can choose whatever numbers are associated in our groups. Put the toll-free number if we wanted. Well, obviously that's not ours, but ours real one will be there. Ring out from the web, I guess, which would be from your app. No, there's the desktop app. So this is showing all my numbers. Right, outbound fax settings. Oh boy. You could put cover page information in here if you wanted to. As you can see, company address, city, state, zip, your main fax number. Click on cover page down here. Okay, there's, let's see, default cover pages. I guess we got a bunch of them. All right, that's good. So this is the fax cover page that will be sent out every time you send the fax. Fax is sent via email. So this is if you're sending an outbound fax setting from this portal, which you can do. Let me show you that real quick. There's an option right here to fax out. So if I hit this, you could type in the recipient's fax number. Remember, it's the whatever the number is at RC, which stands for RingCentral, rcfax.com. Then you could attach files if you wanted to. And send. If you wanted a cover page, you'd be able to type your message in here. You'd send it out. So, if you were going to send it via email, which most of us will most likely do out of Outlook, that feature to send, to have a cover page is off. Then you'd have to put your email address in here, and like I said, I will have that done for you, but if not, this is where you would have to enter your email address so that your Outlook can send and receive faxes. Then you would save it. One other option up here that I didn't go over, remember this was conference, that's sending faxes. There's another one here. If you were in this portal, you could actually, if you had a microphone set up, you could actually call out from here. I'm going to bring up a little phone display. Like this. Dial the number, hit call, and you'd be talking through this portal. It's a neat feature. I don't know if anyone will use it, but just in case maybe your cell phone died and you're sitting in an airport somewhere and you need to make a call, you'd be able to do it from here. That's basically it. If you have any questions or concerns, we can go over it on Thursday. Thank you.